face the night, break the dawn. Never stop, keep rolling on.
Hey riders, welcome to the channel. This is Colin and Inside Cycle. I think we are now live as I like to call it. Let me just see what we got on stream here, folks. Yes, there I am. I'm on screen, loving this stuff. Okay, today, folks, 2025 Canadian Esports Championships. Today we're starting it out with the Masters class, the age categories. We will be starting very soon here, folks. Strap in, buckle up. We got 7 minutes to go, riders. Got a busy day already. I'm in Alberta, Canada, western side of Canada. Still cold out here too, folks. You know, we like to do a weather chat around here. Let's take a look at our weather quickly. Some of the riders are experiencing the same weather I am. It's beautiful. It's balmy today, folks. Minus 17 Celsius right now. Okay, on tap today, we are doing MyWhoosh is the platform. We're in the Hudayriyat world, the Dust Trail. Now, I saw this one last weekend. This is a tough one, folks. It is very tough. I'm just making sure that, okay, we're good to go here. We're going to be presenting everything today, folks. And when I say we, I mean my wingman. So today, I've got great help, great support from Riley. Riley's over in the UK. We've been discussing this for the last couple weeks here, folks. I think I'm gonna turn this laptop down a bit. Yeah, tune this on my face there, folks. I was way tiny and greasy, didn't I? What we got here today is Masters. Let's talk about this quickly. We do have returning champions. Let's take a look here. We've got Jose Rosignol, Masters Women 45 class. Diane Bowman's 55 to 64. Anna Tikolitz, I probably butchered that, 65 plus ladies. Dan Zagalar, men's 35 to 44. And Albert Chan, men class 55 to 64. I've had a lot of good chats with Albert. I've seen this a lot. I got to know a lot of these riders through the Echelon Racing League. The 6-week stage events, I guess it was 5 weeks with the finale. But I met so many people through there, and a lot of them reached out to me. I know people in here right now. Looks like Riley's messaging again. We're just things okay, folks. Let me just take a look. I might close this right now just to make sure I'm not getting confused. Okay, so I'm going to shut that Facebook down. We're back into our streaming session. 1061 kilometers. But check this, 171 meters of climbing. There's climbs. It's just rolling all day long. Of course, it's so tight in places, be able to see your competitors. If you take the top of the screen on the profile here, the map layout, the bird's eye view, during these, you will be seeing your competitors. If you're looking around carefully, you can see them. We're going to try to track that for everyone. We will be having camera footage on all the different age categories. Speaking of which, just so you guys know, my good buddy Willie in this today. Willie's from Alberta, Canada. He lives about an hour and let's say, Willie, yeah, maybe he's an hour and a half for me. He lives in Okotoks, Alberta. For Willie's actually in the next race, guys, because we're starting with the ladies first. Remember this though, there will be colored jerseys for each age category. So for let me get this straight. We're going to be red for 35 to 44, white 55 to 50, black for 55 to 64, 55 plus will be yellow. And that one yellow will stand out like a superstar, folks, because we only have one rider in that class. And if I'm correct, that should be Anna. I think that's Anna. Let me take a look. Just got to say the name again. Anna Tikolitz, Masters Women 65 plus category. She's the reigning champion. She's back to defend her title. Dan's also here to defend. Dan Zagalar, Diane Bowmans, and Jose Rosignol. So we're going to see all these riders today, starting out with the ladies. What's our countdown like on this, folks? We will be cutting to race. We're 3 minutes out to go here. Great stuff. Great stuff here, folks. So yeah, this is... We're in the start pens now. You can see riders in white jerseys, red jerseys. There's some yellow. We should be seeing some black riders too here. I believe, yeah, we'll be seeing white, black, and yellow. There should only be one yellow jersey. Is Anna. Anna's just got to get her way through this course today. She's qualified for it. In fact, what I can do here, folks, I already see Jose Rosin course here. Look at the riders that are on course. So, just a quick scan, folks. I've got the spreadsheet open here. There's women 5 to 44. Ooh, let's get this moved over here for you, folks. Masters women: Joanne Hasty, Lindsay Somerset, and Alicia Soy. Let's see. So we got those three ladies in those class. The actual class that's the biggest is the 45 to 54 class. We've got and ladies, I'm sorry for your names, just the way it is. And you may actually inherit a new name during this race. This happens a lot on my channel, Inside Cycling World. If I struggle with someone's names, you end up getting a nickname, and just bear with me. I'm doing the best I can with your names. The 45 to 54 class for the ladies has 5 cyclists in it. G. Quap, Linda Jill Sargentson, Josie Rosignol, reigning champion, and Suzanne Clark here, folks. I can see that is from Saskatchewan here too. Let's see what we can learn about these ladies. We're going to go to the ladies class. Let's see if I can see all the ladies at once. Okay, let's take a look, folks. We're going to have a little browse through here. Let's see where they're from. So Susan is from Saskatoon. Susan ride with the HPL. She might. Very good player. I know Mike Gavalis rides in that club. I think he kind of started the club. And I think Mike is in the... I'm pretty sure Mike's race too. Off we go, folks. Here we go. Looks like we got one late starter at the moment. Now, Joanne here. Joanne Hasty. Just had a little bit of a hesitation there at the beginning of the course. Folks, you're going to see me. I'm putting my hands in the air here, Riley. As I said, this is the first time I've ever done it this way. I'm going to actually glare off me. Usually I'm in full control when I do this. So our red rider here, Joanne Hasty, would be, ooh, nice, 35 to 54 class. Riders in red would, that's interesting to know then. I'm only seeing one jersey at the moment. One red jersey. I'm seeing one black jersey. So that would be 55 to 60. 45 to 54 should be our biggest category, and that should be white jerseys. And I think I'm seeing that. Now, so looking at the leaderboard here, Joanne Haas, Diane Bowmans, Jose Rosignol, Angie Quap. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Angie. Jill Sargentson and Suzanne Clark. How many riders do we have in total here? It looks like we have 9 riders. And this course, it's right away. There's no lead into the climbing. It's not like there's a kilometer long climb, you know, at 5% gradient. It's just all day, up and down all day, folks. You'll notice here behind me to the left, I just always like to the right. I just like to point this out. This is done on purpose for my MyWhoosh friends. You'll always see my handlebar. There's my breakers on the green screen, folks. Shout out to Steen Brusgaard. I cover a lot of his races as well. So this is all. We're in 4th place here with Joanne Hasty at the moment. I'm back up just so I can follow these classes better. So Joanne, we're just going to thanks to that. Joanne should be in a red jersey, correct? Apologize, folks. She is not. That's the men's class, 55 diamonds, 65 plus women. There should be one yellow jersey, and that's Anna. That's reigning champion, folks. Reigning champion at the moment. Back to defend her title. I see one. No, it's been a black jersey. It looks kind of a blue tinge to me. I'm going to go back through all the ladies here, folks. I need to find out who's who here. 35 to 44 women. Okay, Joanne Hasty is in that class. 35 to 44. Joanne Hasty, Lindsay Somerset, and Alicia Borsort. Are all those riders here at the moment? Let me have a quick look here, folks. I'm trying to see if they're all here. Just looking at the leaderboard for a second. I see 4 riders in white. 4 riders in white should be the 45 to 54 class. That will be Angie Quap, Linda McHugh, Jill Sargentson, Josie Rosignol, and Susan Clark. Look, I see all 5 now. I do see all riders in white. Summers are merging together. It does say that there are, I think, 9 riders here at the moment. Anna's further back at this point in her yellow jersey, looking resplendent, looking fantastic. I only see 1 red jersey. Red jerseys should be 35 to 44 class. We should have 3 red jerseys here. We should have 3. I'm not seeing all of them right now. The 3 red jerseys should be Joanne Hasty. Yes, there. We're on Joanne. She's sitting on the front of the pack here, folks. These 4, 5, 6% rollers that just seem to go on all day. And I was relieved this morning to see that we're doing 2 laps. I think we're 2 total for this. Just full layout of the screen here, folks. Again, I apologize for a little bit on my part. As usually, I'm in control of everything. I'm just desperately trying not to touch this mouse. I'm doing everything I can not to touch it. But yeah, so awesome that Riley ground. So, guys, Riley's in the UK. I'm doing the talking. He's doing the controlling, and this is fantastic. Okay, here's Joanne Hasty. I think she's our only red jersey here today. There should be 2 other ladies, Lindsay and Alicia. For some reason, I do not see them. I don't even see them in the start list. They're in the official start list, but I don't see them on the board at the moment. We do have our 5 white jersey riders, 1 black jersey rider. So 5, 6, that means we got 7 riders here. I wonder if we can take a look back and see the rider in 8th and 9th. One of them will be Anna. If we can have a little look back, maybe see who the 8th placer is right now. Then I'll deal for the names. Here we are with Joanne still pushing. Joanne is in that 35 to 44 age category. That is correct. Oh. So this is, thank you, Riley. This is our other lady in the 35 to 44 class. This is Lindsay Somerset. Ooh, area code 780. She must be from British Columbia, folks. Where's she from? She might be from Alberta, folks. Let's find out where Lindsay is from. Edmonton, Alberta. Sometimes 0. And then right below that, there was a 778. My mom lives in Victoria, guys, so I always see 778 and think my mom. These 3 ladies, actually 2 of the ladies are from British Columbia, New Westminster, lived there as a kid. Langley, British Columbia. Langley's on the island, isn't it? No, it's not. It's on the mainland. Langley's on the mainland. Edmonton, Alberta, just up the road from me. About hour 45 minutes from my house. Lindsay Somerset is the 2nd place 35 to 44 class, and it looks like our 1 rider, Alicia, probably had some kind of technical issue this morning and did not get started in the event. Maybe we can bounce back and have a quick look at it. Let's get her into the mix. Here she is. Thank you very, very much. Anna Tikolit's here. She is in the, I believe, the 65 plus class. Yes, she is, and she is the reigning champion at the moment, folks. Reigning champion at the moment. Let's get a bit of back her. She is from Ontario, Port Ontario. Great stuff here, folks. Road cyclist, rides with the same cycling club. Little shout out to my childhood. I spent St. Catharines. My grandparents lived there when we first came across from the UK, so that's where we first ended up going, folks. That whole area, St. Catharines, Niagara Falls. If you guys have never been there from other parts of the world, it's beautiful. Go check it out. So she rides for the St. Catharines Cycling Club, and her career, she's a advisor, folks. Love all these details. Love them. Let's go. We got our 5 riders in white jersey. We'll see what's going on with them. So we got 9 riders in the field. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Looks like Diane is sitting on the front. I think Diane's riding in her own class today, folks. I think she's in the 55 to 64. Yes, she is. I'm looking at it right here now, riders. Diane is also a defending champion. Let's see where Diane's from. Area code 306. That's Saskatchewan, folks. So, hey, Diane, how you doing? Good to see you today. Did I read that wrong? Well, that's funny. Her area code is 306. That is a Saskatchewan phone number. So maybe she just lives there, but it says she's living in Quebec. What a great place to live. So it says she's in Quebec. Her main thing, esports. And you know what? A lot of people are riding esports. We're just currently hanging out with Angie Quap here. Guys, I rarely go outside. I didn't go outside once this year. I find the convenience of esports. This is the commercial for esports here, folks. We're currently 0.3 kilometers in. We climbed 81 meters here with Angie. The field is splitting apart now, folks. The 4 white jersey riders are ahead. There's a black jersey rider leading the way. Jose Rosignol. I don't think it's a Josie. So we got 6 up front. 7th rider, Lindsay Somerset, and the 9th rider is Anna. Here's our front group, folks. Going off the front here, who is Susan Clark in 5th place now, working her way up, catching up with Jill Sargentson right now. These ladies are pushing hard, folks. A lot of 3 watt per kilo stuff here through these rollers. I was going to recon on this race before Nationals used the Zane course. Now Susan's caught up with Joanne. Susan, her way up through the field. Quick look here. Oh, I got to learn better, don't I? 44 women. Oh, no. Susan is in the 45 to 54 class. Like, strong riders, folks. And, one thing about cycling here, now we're currently watching Diane Bowman's here, 2nd overall at the moment. 1 rider ahead of her, and that's Joe. Lots of returning champions here. Serious inside cycling riders, as I like to call them. E-riders. The convenient, let's go a little commercial for esports. The convenience, the safety, the efficiency, what else? Maybe very focused, structured training too. Some of these things really replicate outside. As you're trying to enter your, doing your 30-30s, you're stuck at a train track. Or there's a dog chasing you. Well, maybe you can do a big sprint acceleration at that point. So we riders kind of clustered together, although it's 2 seconds back at the moment. So it was Diane and Josie at the front. 2 returning champions. Diane is absolutely killing it here, folks. Really liking the look of this. So Diane, let me find out where Diane is. 35 to 44, nope. 45 to 54, nope. So wow, Diane's a very strong rider. Diane 54 to 64 class, essentially in the front leading group, folks. And that's another thing about cycling. You don't know much about this, but you're watching this and you want some of the stronger riders. Look at her, almost 6 watts per kilo, chasing after Josie right now. Here they are there. Diane's gonna roll right through now. Oh yeah, that little climb there, I remember that one well. We're gonna see it again the second time around. When you go down that little, I called it the trench. I think it hits minus 14.7% going down and basically 13% coming back out. So I was saying earlier, I was going to recall US Nationals. Only because it wasn't available. The worlds rotate through on my, so it kind of, makes people train on different courses. And I like that. Wasn't available for me, and now I don't want to recon it. Because this looks like a really hard course. Very hard course here. High cadence here from Diane, 90 revs per minute. Diane's heart rate, 100. She's pushing currently 4 watts per kilo. Diane is a lightweight climber, folks. She is a lightweight climber. Her and Josie going toe-to-toe here, folks, on these rollers. Toe-to-toe. Linda McHugh is 10 seconds back with a small 3-second gap to Joanne, who is also there with Jill Sargentson. Looking for the. Okay, so we're on Linda right now. Linda's third place at the moment in the white jersey. Just trying to get my figured out again, folks. So at the front, Diane. So Diane would be the one black jersey in this race, folks. The white jerseys are the 45 to 54 class. So we've got two different categories at the front here. Ladies are racing each other, but they're actually in separate categories. But don't get me wrong, they will race both of these ladies in this if they can. So there's races within the race. The colored jerseys represent different races, so they're actually competing against. So we've got the two leaders at the moment, and third place currently on screen. And it looks like, how far are we into this right now? Not halfway yet. Some nice high heart rates. Diane can really push her heart rate. Diane, I'm in the same boat. When I'm in really good shape, or I don't know, maybe not good, or what it is, 190, 192, I see that still. And I'm not in one of those, in the, I would be in the black age category, folks. That's where I would be. I would be wearing the same jersey now. Looks like we've got three of them clustered together behind. So looks like third, fourth, and fifth place are all back together. We got Linda McHugh, Jill Sargentson, and Joanne Hasty. So two riders in one category. It's 35 to 44. Guys, this is going to be a lot smoother by the time we get around to the MyWhoosh race right after this. 34 women. Okay, so we have Joanne Somerset. I think Lindsay's back. So right now, Joe first place overall, ladies, 35 to 44. Third on course at the moment for age category. So she's with you, Jill Sargentson. Great place for Joanne to be here. She can work with these ladies. They can power along all the way. And they're all working hard here, folks. All working hard. There's no one messing around. All these ladies are pushing 3.5 watts per kilo. Front, we see Diane and Josie are still up there riding together. These two look like very... a little bit of an age gap, but Diane's she's very strong up there. And so is Josie. So we've got two at the front, followed up with our trio here, Jill, Joanne, and Linda. Bouncing back, Suzanne Clark is in sixth place. Probably about 30 seconds behind that, we have Angie Quap to the front here, still going through these rollers. It's parts of this part of the screen when I covered the USA and their age categories that you can see the other cyclists. Fleeting glimpses of them, but you will see them through these S's, these chicanes, however you want to call it. So again, we have Diane at the front, not afraid to work at the front, but she's got Josie there who's willing to work hard. And then we're going to look back at Angie Quap here, riding strong in seventh place. Angie's tackling the rollers right now, this, 5-6% stuff over and over and over. Just this sap the strength out of your legs. Interesting about it is at some point you'll see on the mini map on the bottom, we go through like a little cul-de-sac, a little turnabout around, I guess, in other parts of the world. That's our start finish shoot actually, and the two leaders are coming up to it right now. I'm just noticing it here on the left hand side. The roundabout's coming up. Take a look at the mini map in the bottom left hand corner. You can see that little roundabout. They go clockwise through, so perfect stuff here, Riley. Thank you very much. They go both, and that is our start-finish line there. These ladies have one lap to go, folks. They are just hitting the halfway point now. 3 kilo, strong riding. 3 watts per kilo, you've been training, folks. They're going to work their way out. We're going to see some of the other ladies following behind them. So Joanne, Linda, and Jill will be coming in to the roundabout as there they are on the left-hand side, folks. So now Josie knows that there's two chasers coming. I mean, it says it's 22 seconds, but it's really not that far. We just passed another rider going in. I think that might have been Angie there. I believe so. It possibly could have been Suzanne Clark. Yeah, Susan Clark, I think it was, going in, passing another rider. So there's riders going in as the two leaders are coming out. Our group of 3 chasers, see, can they actually pull her back? Is there a chance they can pull her back in this lap? All depends how hard these two up front want to work. At some point, remember seeing each other. They don't have to work together. Like if Diane decides, hey man, I'm just going to back it off, that might put Josie in a world of hurt, because then she's going to have to do all the work, and she's got 2 pursuers behind, 3 of them, 2 in her age category and 1 in them. So we'll keep a close eye on that gap. Looks like it's about 24, 25 seconds right now. Back through these rollers, and again, take a look at the profile in the top right-hand corner of the screen. You can just see the bumps over and over and over. You can just see the ripples. So just get the numbers beside it. That's going to give you the gradient as we're going through it. 0.1%, 2%, probably bouncing up to 5, 6, quickly 12% here. Then we're going to be coming down through the rollers, more and more of it. It's nonstop. 29 beats per minute here with Diane Bowman's. Rosignol right there. I am going to look here. Josie will be this category, I believe. Yeah, Josie Rosignol. Okay, just going to she's from. I just want to give her a little shout out here. Defin. Josie Rosignol. Oh, Quebec. Makes sense, right? Look at that name, right? Josie and Rosignol. Victoriaville, Quebec. Love to see that, folks. Lots of strong riders. I've met so many of them through the Echelon series, folks. Let's see what else we can learn. Ooh, she's an Aeonian, folks. You guys know that name. Multidiscipline. She's mostly a road cyclist, it says here. Her club is Westford St. Ange Velomania. I'm not sure if that's one club or multiple clubs she belongs to. And she rides on a Wahoo kicker, folks. Lots of Wahoos here, lots of Tacx Neo 2. Just really, really high-end equipment, folks. Love seeing every patient too. Seeing this, guys. Thanks for providing this information. Yes, Suzanne Clark, bike shop owner. Suzanne, what's your bike shop? I got to check it out. So we've got our 2 riders at the front here. They now have a 30-second gap. These 2 reigning champions maybe just walking away. They're walking away together. They're helping each other at this point secure their positions. Diane riding solo. So here's the story. Here's the gist of it, folks. Diane has already won her age category because she's the only one here. But the way I look at it is, 1, she went through the qualifying process, as did other ladies, and she's the one that's here. 2, probably stop at 2. She's leading the race. She is leading the race. So it's not like she doesn't have any competition here. She's got a lot of competition from ladies that are younger than her. So super strong rider here. Diane doesn't know me, but I hope she gets to see the video later and see herself race. And these ladies are working well together. One goes through, the other one takes a turn. They're taking their turns on the front. Josie coming along now, getting into the draft. The draft number will light up. You'll see it at the top of the screen there. Wattage will turn green. Josie's in the draft. She might move through here quickly on one of these next bumps. Okay, folks, with these 2 ladies up front, I think we've got our 1-2 right here. Because anyway, anyone can catch them from behind. We are going to have a really, really good sprint for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. We've got 3 ladies racing right there. Suzanne Clark's not that far behind. She's going to have to work really, really hard, though, to try to get back on. And tough, of course, to do. It's so hard to get your rhythm. It's so hard to get your rhythm. It's not like getting into a time trial position and just hammering. You're on, you're off, you're on, you're off the whole time. So we got 2 up front here. And great stuff here, Riley. We've got Anna Tikolits at the back. She is the defending champion in her age category. Let me have a look at that one here too, folks. Get the shiny face going on again as this screen burns holes into my retinas. So that's Diane. Oh, Anna Tikolits, 65 plus. She is in Ontario. Yep. There way back when yeah, I remember this really cool playground there. They had a little version of the Starship Enterprise there. I mean, I wonder if someone area remembers that little park. It would blow me away if they did. So our 9 ladies are still battling with this course, folks. Anna is now currently over halfway through the course, looking good here. Super strong cadence, that 90 RPM cadence that everyone's kind of shooting for all the time. 2 to 3 watts per kilo, it seems. Heart rate at 160 and holding, folks. Lindsay to Lindsay in the 8th position. 2 age categories there. Lindsay Somerset. Lindsay Somerset, I think she's in the 35 to 40, if I remember. So look at this, folks. Just bear with me here. No, not 45 to 54 woman, I believe. That's where Lindsay. Oh, I'm not too. Okay, we'll figure that out. We're back with Lindsay here right now, folks. That's coming up. There's only a 10-12 second gap between these two. Be nice to see to get back together, ride together, take some turn, preserve some energy. They're in separate race classes. They can afford to do that. At the front, can also afford to do that too because different race classes. And if you look on the mini map on the bottom corner, bottom left, you can see dots on the map as they chase each other. Lindsay is the dot with the little black circle in the middle, the little black dot in the middle, and coming up down to 7 seconds, folks. Like, so if I was in this position, either one of these positions, I'd be wanting to get together. All Lindsay has to do is just back off a little bit and speed it up a little bit. You know, not give away your race to the other person, because I think even between these two, if they get together, they will be fighting for standings. Everyone, it's just there's something about it. When you ride bikes, you want to race each other, right? So great stuff here. I'm gonna look through this here again. That's Diane. Just struggling with my spreadsheet a little bit here, folks. And who are we moving to now? Back to the folks. Diane Bowman's almost 6 watts per kilo here, folks. Really, really strong lady. Really strong. Same with Josie. 4 watts a kilo here, folks. Yeah, these ladies are strong. This is strong to me. Again, the rollers just don't stop. Every time we look at them, they're either going up or down. Up or down. There doesn't seem to be any flat parts of this course. Totally designed for a really, really good bike race. They're currently at just under 16 kilometers, only 5.2 kilometers to go. Here we go down again, my percent. Still, we're going to kick straight back up. So again, if you're not used to getting your rhythm going, these courses are hard. So let's say you're a time trialist. Let's say you're from a triathlon back where you just kind of get into the zone. You get in, hold that power, and you know you can hold an hour and a half. Very tough to do on these courses. Very, because you're never in a rhythm. You're breaking that rhythm over and over and over. Okay, got here helicopter pilots in action, folks. We've got Linda McHugh, Jill Sargentson, and Joanne together. Might be a nice sprint finish here at the end between Linda McHugh and Jill. Let's see these ladies here. And Joanne Haas, do you remember? She's in the 35 to 44 category. So Joanne here, so she's technically in 3rd, 4th, or 5th. She's with 2 other riders, but first overall in her class, folks. Where did we talk about Joanne already? Where is Joanne from? Joanne, where do you live in Canada? Oh, yeah, Joanne's New Westminster. That's where I lived as a kid. Probably grade 3. I think when I was in grade 3 or grade 4, I lived in Westminster, spent a lot of time in and around the Vancouver area, lived in the mountains, the Rocky Mountains for a while, a little place called Elkford, BC, and then found myself living in Calgary. Again, as a kid, just wherever my dad had to go to work, that's where we went. Okay, off the front here, I can see Diane pushing away a little bit. It's probably just a little bit of inattention from Josie here. She's back on her now, folks. She's coming back now. These rollers, if you just look away for a second, take an extra long sip from your water bottle like this. Thanks, folks. I needed that. And then you look back, that rider could be... Usually for me, it happens when I'm switching my music on my phone. I start going, okay, yep. I notice the power go from 300 watts down, dropped. Ooh, Diane digging again. She likes attacking these rollers, folks. Just watch Diane go. Really impressive, Diane. And Josie. Every little hill, they're hitting 5 watts. So they're going to back off here, going down. Let's just stick with these two here for now. Like, look at them. Josie just drops her. She knows. Let it drop. And then here comes another roll. Then they instantly suck up. Let's see their power slowly increase. Yeah, here we go. 4 watts a kilo. You know, little spikes out to 5 and 6 over and over and over. Ooh, stick right here. This is the trench. Because I like to name things on these courses. I like this. Watch how steep the incline is. Minus 14.7, I think we get to. There was just for a second. Down to the bottom of the trench, and then you got to come right back. Like just 13% coming back out. 6.5 watts per kilo. Diane's hitting 8.5, folks. Just absolutely herself. I love this. Look at Diane move back to the front. There is no quit here. Shows you what kind of competitors we have here, folks. These ladies technically are not racing each other, but they are riding life and death on the line, folks. Different age categories. Fascinating stuff going on here. This is the ins of the mind of a cyclist. So Diane is in the black, ages 55 to 64. Then we have Josie, white jersey, 45 to 54. 2 different age categories, not racing each other, but actually kind of racing each other, right? Okay, downhill, power's going to drop again, and it just keeps going like this. I'd love some feedback from them later, guys. 80s. I have to say it every video. I call everyone dudes or bros. Okay, that's everyone. You're all part of the team. Drop me some comments, please. Let me know what you thought about this race course in particular. Like, how tough was it? How was it? Because I'm just watching this and I'm feeling for you. I can feel my legs building up with lactic acid as we speak. I can feel my lungs on fire. Okay, 168 beats per minute here out of Josie. Back to, okay, Josie's taking the lead now. Guys, we're at 18.8 kilometers. We're just 3.3 kilometers to the finish. Remember, we finish after that long straightaway. There's like a structure kind of drive through. It'll be lit up. We finish as soon as we enter on the left-hand side into the roundabout, the turnaround cul-de-sac. Awesome stuff here. Still pushing hard. I mean, they're 31 minutes in. I'd love to see what their average power. Really strong riding here. Really strong riding. Josie pushing to the front to get Diane. Good stuff. Come on, Diane. Looking sharp, Diane. And now I know why these two are champions, folks. Watching these numbers, if you do a lot of inside cycling, a lot of esports stuff, just watching these numbers, all you can think is, wow, these ladies are well conditioned. They do a lot of training. Again, they're taking it easy here though, because they know what's coming next. Back right up to full. It's like 1 watt, 5 watts, 1 watt, 5 watts, over and over. Maybe a little bit of 3 here and there. We're 2.5 kilometers to finish here, folks. I think when this was first scheduled, I thought it said through, like, ooh, like that is tough racing. I think 2 laps is perfect for this. What we're, folks, after this here is, okay, this is going to work out well. Obviously, you know, when I do my videos, folks, I stay right to the end. We cover everyone. And, it's a little bit of an exaggeration because there's always when I'm doing a 2-hour live stream and I can see the last rider or the last 5 riders are 10 kilometers from the finish and I got supper to make. Okay, that's where you guys finish. That's how I do it. But we're here all the way today, folks. Time is booked. We're doing this. Josie here with Diane. Man, these two are like teams. One from Quebec, one from Ontario. That's correct. Yeah, that is right. Although Diane does live in Quebec right now, it says. I wonder if that's a mistake. I'm not sure. Just not sure. Am I right about that? Let me just check here again, folks. Yeah, it says Diane lives... Well, I wish I could. It's a beautiful part of the world. Helicopter view on the out of the screen here. We've got our 3 riders again. And Jasty, first place in the red jerseys. Red jerseys 45 to 54. Yes, that's correct, isn't it? Let me go to my ladies here again. Well, we got 2 white jerseys, and so Josie is in first place in the white jerseys. Then we have, okay, so we're back with the 2 leaders here, Josie and still together, folks. Oh, wow, here we go. Let's just hang out right here, folks, so you can see the finish line, how quick it comes. You kind of take a left-hand bend here, and then it'll lead you right into the straightaway finish. Let's see what kind of numbers come out of these 2. It's coming quick, folks. It's coming quick. Who wants to be the very top of the podium today for the race? Both these 2, this is real life. Probably give each other a little handshake. They're both champions today, folks. Repeat champions. Here they go. Ooh, Josie lighting watts per kilo here, folks. Diane countering at just a 9 watts per kilo. Ooh, Josie's just able to hold it maybe a smidge higher than Diane. I'm not sure. Come very close here, folks. Very close. Here comes Diane up on her shoulder. Photo finish, folks. Know who won there. And the leaderboard gives it to Josie. Overall, you can see it looks like they've gone back to their normal jerseys at this point. So if we can, here's Joanne Hasty coming in 3rd place, folks. So shedding first place in her class category. The big battle line them is going to be Jill and Linda McHugh, because they're both wearing white jerseys. They're chasing after Joanne right now. You can see in the helicopter view on the left hand side. It looks Linda McHugh is holding off Jill, but Jill is making a move up right now. The corner to the left might give it. It looks like Jill took it, folks. It looks like it's Josie, Jill, and then I believe Linda McHugh. 1, 2, 3 in our white jerseys. So that would be, these would be 55 to 64. Sorry, 45 to 54. Red jerseys are 35 to 44. Guys, just learned about the jersey colors this morning, so I'm just probably saying them correctly. So yeah, that's our first. Next, so Susan Clark here. Susan Clark. Yeah, so 1, Diane Bowman. Sorry, Josie Rosignol. 3, Joanna Hasty. Yep, Joanna Hasty. Jill Sargentson, Linda McHugh. Remember, guys, different age categories there. That's the key thing to know here. 45 to 54 women. So we've got Josie Rosignol in first place. Then I think it's Susan Clark. Sorry, Susan Clark's coming next. Jill Sargentson and Linda McHugh. Who finished ahead of you? Who there? Linda. First would be Josie Rosignol in her age category, then Jill Sargentson, then Linda McHugh. Out on course still we have and Susan just finished here. So Susan Clark gets 4th in that category. 40 be taken by Angie. And timing there. Sometimes I love when I do the commentary. Perfect timing, Riley. And sometimes the racers do it for me. I'll be talking about trying to talk about some, maybe a little bit of a, talk like as if, because there are people that watch this that don't know anything about cycling. Explain something to them, and then the cyclist I'm watching for me, almost like on command, is like, how did you know about that? But obviously, I'm talking about things that happen all the time, but it's really cool when it happens. Ooh, okay, so Angie Kwap's going to get 5th overall in her category. Congratulations to Diane and Josie winning in their age categories. Then would be Joanne Hathaway. Let me just see here. I got to find out where I am. Okay, so Angie Kwap here looks like she's coming into the finishing chute here now, folks. Just gonna have a look. 35 to 44 women. This should be Joanne Hasty here. Yes, it is. Okay, so Joanne Hasty wins 35 women. But had a good significant lead over top of them. These are our last 2 riders out on course, folks. Right here. Different age categories. Lindsay will be getting 2nd place category. We had one rider, Alicia Borisoy, who unfortunately couldn't make it today. And you know what I've noticed though too, folks, is not my streaming at all. Ooh, it's been busy in here, folks. Yeah, it's 2 laps, not 3. Albert Chan saying here. Yeah, guys, I see that what you're saying here. There was some voice stutter here at the beginning. It's because we're doing things different, get better control. Jennifer saying split screen call, so cool. Jennifer is from New Brunswick, Canada. So we got our final 2 riders here. Hopefully audio has cleaned itself up. Okay, so are we still on course? Yeah, we're still on course. Not done with these 2 riders yet. We've got Anna, defending champion, and Somerset here, coming in together. Still taking on a few of these rollers. I'm going to look at the stream again. Yeah, so I guess we've had some stuttering with the feed. We'll try to get that figured out, folks. Yeah, Anthony, you got it right. The video stream's coming from the UK back to me, back up. There might be a little bit of an issue there. Mr. Elon Musk with good internet. Whatever you say about him, thank you, Elon, for the Starlink. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. Hopefully, you know, what I can do after the fact is, ooh, I didn't record these, yeah, because I'm doing it differently. We might have a recording of this that might be easier to upload later. Maybe we can re-upload them if there's too much audio stutter. We don't want breaking out, do we? We want my voice the whole time, folks. Still here with Anna and Lindsay. So race, I think, goes off at 12:30 Eastern time, which would be 30 for me. So what we'll do once we're done here, folks, is we'll just leave it at a holding screen. I'll let this thing keep rolling, and then I'll just pop back in, so you won't have to jump to another stream. Maybe we'll get some better internet at that point. I hope. You kind of always see the internet, right? Just gonna turn that away from my face. That is so bright on my face. Okay, our riders. Looks like we're less than a kilometer to the finish, folks. Like, once I see the course, yeah, I'm looking at the course closely here. I know there's a lot of stuff on the right-hand side of the screen, and we swing to the left into the finishing chute. Looking at the mini map right now, yeah, I can see it right now. I can see the finish area right now. Couple more turns. We got a left to right, just a long winding into our finishing chute. Okay, here we go. Yep, there's the left, the right's coming up. Will these 2 battle it out for the finish? Different age categories, remember. Anna will be, here we go, folks. Here's our right hand. Then we're just gonna have a long, broad, sweeping left into the finish chute. These ladies still pushing hard. Currently 42 minutes into the ride. Here's these flags. You know, I was saying there's a bunch of stuff on the right-hand side. There's like a wall here with graffiti on it and all the flags. We will be heading now more left into the finishing chute. You can see there's a start pen here over to the right as well. It's probably this morning came out the other direction there. Finishing chute coming up, folks. Here we go. They might just ride it in together. They've been riding together for so long now. Different categories. I think they'll finish like this. That's my prediction. I don't think anyone's going to attack here. I think they're just going to ride. Anna will probably even just let Lindsay float ahead a little bit. It looks like it because Anna knows she's already won it. Great stuff, ladies. Great. Awesome stuff. Okay, folks, that's it. All our ladies are done. We had 9 competitors here. They're all done. They're all doing their cool downs. Congratulations to everyone that was here. I'm going to try to look at my live stream again. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to read everything much here in the chat. Again, so we are doing it different today. Usually I would just stream this myself. So everything's a new setup for me today. We are bouncing stuff around too. Yeah, so we'll work on that. Well, hopefully it gets cleaned up for the next one. Yeah, so all the stream is all coming from over to me, and then it's being bounced from my channel back. Hopefully that gets smoothed out. Okay, folks, here we are with our finishing. Check this out. Josie Ross, first place, 7 watts per kilo. So she gets first place overall. Diane, though, in second, she averaged 3.9 watts per kilo. Yeah, and you know what you got to realize about it too is that half the time you're going downhill, not putting out a lot of power. Half the time you're heading straight uphill, putting out a lot of power. Keeps that average up nice and high. So Josie wins her age category, Diane wins her age category, and Joanne wins hers. You can see them right there with different colored jerseys. White jersey here, the blackish blue jersey second, and Joan third place here. But winning her category at 3 watts per kilo. So you can see here in the white jersey category, white jean 45 to 54 women. We've got Josie in first place, Jill Sargentson in second, Linda McHugh in third, Susan Clark in fourth, and Angie Quap in fifth. So that was kind of the biggest category there. Diane, solo rider, wins. Joanne Hasty gets first place in her category, with Lindsay finishing second. Just off screen, you can't see right now, but Anna Tikolitz, champion category as well, folks. So awesome turnout here. Yep, there we go. We can see it now. Good stuff. Anna rode at 2.4 watts per kilo the entire way. Lindsay at 2.3. I mean, these front 6 ladies were all over 3 watts per kilo all the way, folks. Like hard riding, good stuff. They're all lightweights, all little lightweight climbers. I love it. Okay, folks, so I think the next stream starts, should be starting at 10:30. Yeah, I think it's 10:30. I'll have to check that. We'll just leave this stream running for now. We'll put a holding screen up here right away. So hopefully we get some better audio for the next part and here right away. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to sign off for now. Make sure I'm not seeing something on the screen I need to see. Results. Hey, Riley. Great job, dude. Great job. Really got me the right stuff when I needed to see it. Like I said, here's my mouse. I usually do this all myself. I usually control all the cameras myself. I kind of put myself in Riley's hands and he draws perfectly. So awesome stuff. Guys, I'm going to step away for now. I'll grab myself a coffee and get ready for the men that are coming up shortly here within the next. So we'll probably come back on 10 minutes early again. So I will plan to be back 20 after the hour, wherever you are. Hope everyone enjoyed that, and we'll again real soon. Hey riders, we're back. We've made some background. Hopefully we can avoid some clipping. Guys, I apologize. Back, I jumped into my YouTube stream and I hear it. Oh, we're trying to get that worked out. Little micro adjustments. Riley, can you just make me lower? Let's shrink me down. I know everyone nice, good. Drink it all in, but let's do more cycling, less calling at this point. Here we go. Masters class, men, Canada, 2025. Hudayriyat, 10.61 kilometers, 171 meter elevation, dust trail, folks. This route out on MyWhoosh, it's a wicked course. Constant rollers all day long. Returning champions this year, folks. In the men's 35 to 44 class, we got Dan Zegalar. I know 55 to 64, we have Albert Chan. Good to see you, dude. I've spoken with Albert quite a few times. I've seen him racing on Echelon. Don't forget, folks, a lot of these riders that are here, I've seen them qualify through the Echelon race. Let's take a look at the men's 44 class. We got a few minutes here to burn. It's 10:20 right now in the morning. So we've got Dan Zegel. Okay, that is plugged in. Returning champion, Mike Gavalis from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, folks. I've seen Mike race a few times. He's actually raced probably in events that I cover on a different platform. Russ Payne from, I think Russ is from Manitoba, I believe. Let's have a little look at that. Russ is from Manitoba, correct. Big Joe on, aka Jonathan Bisson. Do you got a video I put out? I think it was week 1 Echelon Racing League, way back when. What would that have been? Big just walked away from the field. Just absolutely said bye, everyone. Went into time trial mode and just left them all. I wasn't sure if he'd be able to hold on, but he just kept increasing his lead in the entire way. Big Joe here from Quebec. So where he's from, in his hometown. Oh, he's from Ottawa. It says Ottawa here, but I'm pretty sure he's from Quebec. Kyle Fry, Kyle at Echelon as well. Neil Curry. All these names are familiar to me here. Let's jump into the men's 45 to 54 class. Lee Zavarese, Vancouver Island, folks. Hey, Lee, how's it going? Lee is one of the 4 dudes that put on the Spincast. I guess you call it a podcast on YouTube. They're all on screen. You guys know it. Hey, here's a good idea. Go watch the Spincast today. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a like. Subscribe. That's how you support those guys. Ben Nickerson. Okay, I've seen Ben race on Echelon before. Brian Vandegrens. I know Brian too. Hugh Ioannis. This guy is a super strong rider. Definitely caught Hugh racing over on Echelon. Sebastian Perot must be from Jamie Dumper. I've seen Jamie so many times on too. That's where I first got to know all these riders. Bayou, I'm assuming that's how I say it, and Rudolph Bertrand. Okay, so yeah, we got looks like we got 8 riders in that class. Okay. And then what we're going to do is bounce up to the 55 to 64 men right here. I'll close it down. Albert Chan from British Columbia. Albert is the defending champion. There looks like there's 6 riders for this, and this is going to be a tough one, folks. Man, 3.5 minutes to go here. Sitting on one of my favorite dudes here. Oh, and excellent here. Riley's got some graphics up for us. Obviously, men's are yellow jerseys plus black 55 to 64. 35 to 44 will be the red jerseys, and white jerseys are 45 to 54. Let's talk about the 55 to 64 for a second. These will be our black riders. Kind of more of a bluish to me, but let's stick with black. In that category, Albert Chan. I've seen Albert race a lot. Bird, this guy is such an absolute hitter, folks. I see Bruce all over the place. Legit as they get, folks. Mitch Bauer, I ain't over on Echelon because when I saw him race, yeah, we know the Bauer name in Canada, right? Don't we, folks? We know that name in Canada. Steve Bauer, one of the best cyclists. Steve Bauer, best cyclist to ever come out in Canada. What do you guys think? Let me know. I think Bauer is probably the best rider to ever come out of Canada, but there's so many young guns now, folks. So, like take a look at Derek G. There's lots of guys. Hugo Houle. So many strong riders. Then we got Joji. I've seen Joji too. Peter Smith, that's maybe a name I'm not too sure of. And then Jacques Jojo Rusinek. Jacques messaged me just a couple of nights ago, randomly out of the blue. I think I was just falling asleep. Jacques must be in Montreal somewhere, I'm imagining. Using the wrong mouse again. Toronto, Ontario. So he's 2 hours ahead of me, and he's wide awake, messaging me, and I'm falling asleep on the couch. Just my style, folks. 65 plus men here. Here is the man himself, Willie Van Sevenant. He is 69 years old. He is the only rider in this class. He will be wearing the yellow jersey. Willie is here. I've seen him race. He will be giving the young guns a run for their money, folks. Willie lives in Okotoks, just down the road from me again. I mentioned him earlier today. His primary interest is road cycling, and I need to look at the Excel spreadsheet for this because Willie reached out to me quite a while ago, just over 1 minute ago here, folks. In his age category, he is provincial champion in his age for Alberta. Already knew that about Willie. And what else do we have here? Tacx Neo, retired. Must be nice, Willie. Must be put in your time, and you're still killing it on the bike. Okay, riders, here we go. Let's make sure that my head is shrunk down. Even though I like max headroom a lot, some people, I'm not sure why. Gonna look at the chat here again, folks. We're just jumping in the chat here for now. See if people start coming back in. Stream settings, analytics. We should be back up. So guys, we hope we've resolved the stuff with the audio clipping. I did video out myself, and I think the video is decent so far. Remember, that's going to be determined by basically YouTube. So it's going to do, I think we're only on 720. We're going to get things fixed up here. Something from the being bumped to mine. Off we go, folks. And we're sitting on Dan Zagelar, right? Defending champion, folks. This is going to be deadly again. 2 laps. This will be fast and furious here, folks. Okay. So that's 10 corner. No one can really see me too much. Let's just let the shit here, folks. You can see that's that little cul-de-sac roundabout. That's right there. Heading straight out, folks. You're through here 2 more times. Once for the end of the first lap, and then for the finish. Someone's off the front already. Lee Zavaris deciding to take a little flyer, I think. You know what's funny? I was just rolling the little roller thing on my mouse to try to take control. So it looks like Lee took a little bit of a run at the front here. So Lee is 45, isn't he? Having a look here, folks. Work my way through the data. Yep, that's not that one. Lee Reese. Yeah, I think he's the 45. I believe so. Oh, sorry guys. That's just a little bit messy here at my end. So yeah, hopefully we get that sound correctly. 55 to 54 class is Lee. Ben Nickerson's there as well. Brian Hudayriyat. Lee's right at the front today, folks. Pushing hard. Okay, we're on Lee right now, helicopter shot. He's already into the roller. You can see the roller's already starting. We've got Dan. We're sitting on the left hand screen. Mike Avalis there as well. Kyle, Greg Boyo, Chan. Albert's going to be sticking hard here. He wants to watch these riders here. Albert wants to repeat as champion, folks. Watching, you know, looks like Lee here. How many riders total? It looks like we have 19 riders. He's actually sitting at the back there. I was been watching a different rider. Willie Van Seven is ahead of him. Mitch Bauer. Then I have trouble listening. Ryan Vanden Grend. Yeah, Vanden Grend. Up next. Peter Smith. Greg. So our front group, let's figure our front group figured out here, folks. We got white jerseys, we got red jerseys, we got the blackish blue jerseys. Let's have a good look at these riders here. Perfect stuff here. Sebastian Perot just sitting ahead of Dan Zegler. Jamie Dumper in the mix too. Jojo up front too. It's so funny when I say Jojo Jacques because that's what I call my wife, Joey Jojo. If you're new to the channel, my wife's name is actually Joey, Joey. And she was the fourth in a family of 4 kids, 7 years younger than the last boy. They were expecting a boy. They didn't know what to do, so they named her after a famous cabaret from the 70s, Joey Hetherington, I think her name was. Okay, at the front right now, who is right sitting in the front? We got Russell Payne in second, Fry in third, Greg in fourth, Dan Zegler, all pushing 4.5, 5 watts per kilo here, folks, already. Mike Gaveas in 6th place at the moment. Bruce Bird on the front. I can see Bruce heading up the left-hand corner here. He's just disappearing around the bend. There's one rider trying to bridge across. Looks like Russell Payne, red jersey rider, trying to bridge across to Bruce. Bruce is an absolute hitter, folks. Everywhere he goes, he's at the top. Yeah, just an amazing dude to me, really. Just showing how, you know what, you can get better with it. Bruce Bird, we know his age category, 55 to 64. Bruce Bird's 57 years old, guys. And able to put the hurt on riders 20 in him. That's how strong he is. And, the story I think I know about Bruce is that I think he kind of came into cycling older in life. I'm not saying he was 50 plus, but I think he only started cycling it wasn't something he did all his life, but he's just the guy to do it. Look at him hammering here, 6'7", 6.8 low. Jonathan Besson. Yeah, this is a guy I expect to see up here too. Joe is a time trialist. So I'm pulling for Joe all the way. I know a lot of these riders. I pull for everyone. I want everyone here to do well. Is this course suitable for Joe? Heard of this up, down, and up and down. It's really meant for time trialists, but a lot of these guys are so strong. 560 watts there for a minute out of Bruce Bird. So strong rider. Rides in the Sunday Race Club, and I think Bruce is category 1 now on Sunday Race Club. I believe so. I think he is. I saw all over the multi-platform rider. He just likes to compete everywhere. 500 watts. Is he going to walk the entire group the entire way? Left-hand screen, we were sitting on Greg. Looks like Greg Bayo. I'm probably butchering that name. It's got like a to me, and Ben Nickerson's in third. I think there's another Nickerson who rides on MyWhoosh a lot, and I believe it's Ryan. It's got to be a son, maybe a brother. Yeah, people like that stuff. Mike Gavea sitting in third. Dan. Okay, so Bruce is doing his thing. It's up to Mitch, Albert, Joe Smith to react to that. Further back, let's take a look at the 35 to 44 men. That's Zegler. So he's returning, sitting in second right now. So we've got Bruce Bird on the right-hand screen, and it looks like we're hovering on Greg here, white jersey, on the left-hand screen. So let me just think here. What group? I think he's 45 to 40 to 50. That rider. Let's have a little look. 45 to 54. Okay, I wish I could go 45 to 54 men. Okay. So Ben Nickerson's in there, Brian, Bill, Hughes. So yeah, this rider is kind of finding himself in no man's land here, but riding so in the 45 to 54 class, chasing after Bruce Bird. Only a 1 second gap. This might be sweet. Bruce, ease off, dude. Ease off a little. Look at the mini map on the bottom left-hand corner. You can see Greg is still pushing. Bruce is back up to that 7 watts a kilo. He's got a teammate now. Guys, different age categories. Bruce is in the 55 plus class. Greg here is in the 45 to 54 class. Let's take a look at Greg for a second. Where's Greg from? That name sounds so French to me. Greg's from Ottawa. Okay, focus is road cycling. He's got a great teammate now. Let's just call them for now. Let's call them frenemies. These guys are friends for now, but they're enemies at the end, right? I think they're going to work together to try to stay away all day. It's up to the other guys behind, and there's a big pack behind. It looks like, I'm just looking at the helicopter shot here, maybe 10 riders that are right now. They all need to get into a cohesive unit and start chasing together. What kind of gap do we have here? The screen, I'm believing, it looks like it's about a, maybe a good look here at the screen. It looks like it's under 10 seconds, the gap. So maybe they're just letting them fry out there a little bit. Looks like someone's making a move. Ooh, look at this. Looks like Mike Gaveas is trying to move. Maybe just moved away a little bit. Kyle Fry is countering his move. Just keeping on. Both in red jerseys, folks. They want to watch each other. Quick message. I just want to make sure everything's going good. Yeah, missed that there. Not really sure what that message was, but that's okay, folks. Just trying to communicate with Riley at the same time. So hopefully we got some of our clipping issues figured out. If not, we're going to work on it tonight as we can, folks. We're doing this from different locations. We're doing this from different times. In fact, different continents, folks. Riley's in the UK, and I'm in beautiful, super cold Alberta. That bad today. So we got, it looks like Bruce again. I'm just trying to see here in the corners. Guys, you'll notice when I do these videos a lot, you'll see me leaning into the corners. I'm actually trying to see if I can see around the corner. Where's Bruce? Bruce is now 2 seconds. He's right over this little top of this little climb here. There he is. He's right there, folks. They might get back together on what I like to call the trench. Let's everyone run with that name from now on. We're calling it the trench, folks. It's coming up right away. We'll be dropping down at minus 14.7% gradient. Up the other side, we hit gradients of 13%. Sitting on the front, still holding on. Greg just battling his way back up there, trying to get back on Bruce's wheel. He knows this is a strong rider to be with. I can see Jonathan Bisson in third place right now. Kyle Fry, Ben Nickerson, Russell Payne, Mike Gaveas. So that's our group of riders who are approximately 11, 12 seconds behind right now. Yeah, there it is, 12 seconds behind right now. I'm going to just jump back into the chat here. Chat is very quiet right now, and that's okay. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the video. Hopefully we don't have too much clipping going on. I did jump in between guys, and yeah, I heard it too. So again, apologies for that. I think it's just a little bit of the wires are too long right now, if you get my drift. So Bruce Birdie, 5 on the front here, folks. And Bruce has an incredible 20-minute power, folks. You know, you can get all the info from MyWhooshinfo.com. You can check out the Sunday Race Club results, and it'll show their 1 minute, 5 minutes, 20, and it's huge power. Like, I don't know the number of hand. I should be able to pull it, but yeah, it's in excess of 400 watts. So just, I get close. Okay, they're keeping them close, folks. They are letting them fry. Bruce is going for a big game, folks. Looks like they're going to be catching up with Greg right away. I think Bruce just put the hammer down, and Greg was stuck trying to get back on and just could not up to Bruce. Sure didn't help that Bruce is riding at 5 watts a kilo all the way, folks. I mean, look at Bruce right here. In the group, they're riding at 400 watts. No joke. At times, I'm seeing Bruce 5 to almost 600 watts. Just smash fest at the front. Bruce is absolutely hammering here, folks. He won the Canadian champion here, folks. Again, sometimes you only get better with age, folks. Some only get better with age. Jonathan Bisson, second place. Finally, the charting Bruce back. What are we at right now? I think we're still at around 10. Still at around 10 seconds. And we are, just under halfway. We've got a little bit to go before we get to, and it's a good, strong chasing group too. Very strong chasing group. I see red Jersey riders in there. Actually, the full mix. We got all level categories back here. Close that for a second. Yeah, Bruce putting on a show here, folks. 500 watts. Just depends where he is. He's holding that power. He wants to break this field. Hey, we got a bit of a move here, folks. Mike off the front. Ing's power. Is Mike trying to bridge across here? He's probably having a little bit of a dig, seeing who wants to go with him. Who wants to go with him here, folks? They're all coming back. They're back in the draft. Mike's just off now. I can see Albert Chan's right there. Jamie Dumper, Sebastian Perot, Kyle Fry. Everyone's here. Hugh Ioannis, super strong rider. Quick sip here of the coffee, folks. Get the voice good again. Take a look at the bottom and the chase groups. You can see Bruce Bird. You can see the group, the Big Joe group, which is primary bunch of riders. I think the yellow dot behinds are single riders at this moment. Let me check this here. Okay, we're still looking good. Yep, hovering on Jonathan Besson right now. Hugh Ioannis is there. I wonder how well these guys know each other. They must be in the same circles out in Eastern Canada. Still putting on the show at the front. 6-7 watts per kilo out of them. Okay, back here in 13th place, we're with Ben Nickerson, who's chasing after, looks like, it's Jojo Rusinek right here. He should be Jojo Rusinek. Let me get that figured out for you, folks. 55 to 64 men. Yes, it is. Jacques Rusinek here in the black jersey. We're on him right now. And Ben Nickerson has just went ahead, different age cap. So Ben Nickerson, I think he's 45 to 54. 45 to 54, yes, is Ben Nickerson. So white jersey, 45 to 54. These two should work together, though. That's what I'm thinking. And I know Jacques has an incredible cycling. He told me he took up cycling later in life, too. So let's see what we can learn about him. Okay, well, we don't have a lot of info on the spreadsheet there, but I'm pretty sure that Jacques didn't used to do a lot of physical activity as cycling for years, kind of retired from his profession, and then just took it up. As an instant success at it. In fact, folks, I'm going to look for this right now as we're racing along here. Let me see if I can find it. Here you go. I followed these riders so much over the months that they messages. So Jacques saying here he only started racing 12 years ago at the age of 47. And I was going to say this out loud, but I didn't want his words exactly. Was a lazy sailor prior to taking up cycling. And he just turned 59 as well. Super strong rider. Yeah. And there have been races where, well, there's a race here where he finished ahead of Bruce Bird and the one and only Steve Bauer. Awesome stuff. Yeah, great stuff here, folks. Yeah, and I mean, I don't need to show you that, but it's multiple paragraphs long. It's so fun when people with me. Bruce Bird still at the front, folks, riding solo. He's stretching it out, folks. He is on a mission today. Gap looks to be about 25 seconds back to Kyle Fry, who's leading the charge with Joe, Russell Payne, Albert Chan. Albert today too, folks. Let's take a look. Albert's in that 55 to 64 class. That's a deadly class. I mean, I think I saw Albert talking about it earlier. When Bruce Bird shows up, like, it's going to be a rough day out there, folks. Super rough day. Heels stretching out a little bit if you look at the left, the right-hand screen. Bruce is on a mission right now. Still riding, you know, take a look at his wattage. It's 400, 500, the whole way. Momentary blips below 400 watts. I bet you he's capable of 440 watts continuous for 20 minutes minimum. That's my guess. I know I've looked it up. Are looking good here. Okay, David Weinstein's here with all the surges and dips. It's really difficult to hold wheels on this course. Yeah, totally, David. This course looks absolutely brutal to me. You know, any attention and you're gone. So you really gotta be on your game when you're when you're riding this one. Okay, Albert Chan here. Albert is from British Columbia. I gotta say, maybe Langley or something like that. He is from Langley, British Columbia, folks. Defending champion in the US. What can we learn about Albert? He doesn't have his club name down. Oh, check this out. Albert Chan, first place, BC Provincial TT Champions in 4. Wow, awesome. Here, I should have spread that out a little bit more. There's so much good information here. Yeah, awesome stuff for Albert. Does a lot of Grand Fondos. Oh, he did tell me that already. He does a lot of Grand Fondos. So I think he's, racing in British Columbia and Alberta a lot. Okay, take a look at the front here, folks. Starting to stretch out. A lot of red jersey rider here. I think Albert is in a white jersey. No, Albert's in a black jersey. He's sitting on the back. Oh, the avatars are there. So Albert is on the back of this group right now. There he is. Now he's split out. It's kind of more of a bluey. So we've got, looks like 5 red jerseys, 4 white jerseys, and the solo blue jersey here. So he's in a black bluish jersey at the front. Albert Chan's in this group here. We've got more riders behind us. That would be Mitch Bauer, Joji Ishikawa, Peter Smith, and Jojo Rusinik. Working well here. Here comes Jonathan. Love watching this guy at the Echelon Racing League. Such good racing on MyWhoosh. So many good courses. I thought where Big Joe kind of spanked the field was Golden Gate Bridge. What an awesome course that thing is. Super tough. A lot of city riding, a lot of flats. You cross the bridge, go up into the Hawk Hills. That's a tough climb. The backside, but then you've got a really long run flat across the bridge where the time trials just take over. Bruce Bird just walking right now, folks. Flying along. Looks like the gap is hovering here. I'm seeing around 30 seconds. Could be higher than that. Good trouble seeing that. Actually, it could be closer to a minute. Can I see the profile here? Yeah, he's got one huge turn in between the riders behind him. So again, look at Bruce Bird here. 480 watts, 524 watts, 486. It's going to be kind of just changing all the time. Downhill, easing off, up, hitting the path. Really strong rider. Mike Aveas leading the charge. Chasing. Okay, so let's sit with Bruce for a little bit. Yeah, 35 seconds back. We're not even going to see those other riders. But we got Mike Aveas, Kyle Fry, Russell Payne. That sprint coming in for the next group, guys, is going to be really hard to call. They're going to be all over each other. That group of ride looks to be about 8-9 strong. 37 seconds behind Bruce here. So if you followed esports for any amount of time, if you've raced any of the platforms, you know a Bruce Bird. Yeah, super strong. One of the never. So maybe sometime Bruce can drop me a comment. Let me know a bit more information about stuff. But again, I'm pretty sure he's one of those dudes that just took up cycling later in life and had that addictive personality, or what I call the personality where you go in 100% or 150%. You don't do it halfway, you do it all the way. Crash and burn or succeed. No guts, no glory, right? That's in everything you do in life. Bruce flying along here. 21 minutes, 30 seconds into the routes, and he's covered almost 16 kilometers. Like, incredible. He got 5 kilometers left to go. So, looks like Bruce will be the winner of his category and the winner of the race overall. Here's our chase group. Looks like they're all staying together still. We'll have 5 red jerseys, 4 white, and the 1 blackish blue jersey of Albert Chan. Yeah, Albert Chan. I see whites, and I think I see Yeah, 5 birds. Someone's on the attack right now, folks. Going off the front. They're all digging in now. They're all trying to hurt each other. Mike Gaveas, 4th place. Jonathan at the front there. Russell Payne, Hugh Ioannis. Yeah, constant rollers. All just trying to wear each other out here. Just a war of attrition right now. So red jerseys are 35 to 44s. Our white jerseys are 45 to 54. And the overall leader of the race is in that blackish blue jersey, 64-year-olds. He's 57, leading the race, and he is off the front, kind of walking away. So 2nd place here at the moment. I was trying to see this. So Mike Gaveas is in 3rd, 4th here. It's going to rotate through, folks, as they're taking their turn up front. Okay. These guys have got less than 5 kilometers to go now. Preserve their energy. Everyone's thinking, I want to stay in this pack. I don't want to do too much work by myself. Dan Zegelar's here as well. So that will be the 35 to 44 class. Let's have a little look at them. 35 to 44 men. That should be the Dan Zegelar group. It is. We got Mike Gaveas there. Wow. These guys are all on it, folks. So everyone you're seeing here are these red jerseys. Dan Zegelar, Mike Gaveas. Is Russ Payne here? I'm having trouble seeing him. But I can see Kyle Fry. I can see Joe Bisson. Yeah, this is going to be a shootout, folks. This is going to be an absolute hammer fest. I did just see Russell Payne in this group too. Oh, off the front. Here we go. Someone's trying. I'm expecting something to happen at the trench. Something's going to happen at the trench, folks. They're running out of room now. They're down to 4 kilometers. 4 kilometers to go. Let's see. We got our 5 reds there. We got our 4 whites. Where is Albert? Albert, there he is. Nice job, Albert. Nice job. He is hanging strong with this group. Albert moving along nicely here. Got our nice helicopter shot, folks. Ooh, this is going to be a shootout here. This is going to be an absolute shootout. Bruce Bird still at the front, folks. He's just coming up out of the trench. So the trench is behind him. Look at the profile in the top right-hand corner. He's come up trench. These other dudes are getting ready to go down into it. There's like a little tiny roll and then straight down. I think something's going to happen there. Although it's still probably 3 to the finish at the top. Don't want to completely destroy yourself. I mean, pretty tactical move there. Do go for it now and work. Let's see what they do. I'm watching that right-hand screen really close. I can see Bruce just riding at 400 to 500 watts on the left-hand screen. That is such a strong dude on a bike. So they've dropped trench. They're climbing up out of it now. Big enough, folks. Take a look at 600 watts, and that's in the draft, folks. In the draft. A little bit of separation there. Pull it back. Looks like they're pulling it back right now. Got the red jersey riders at the front. They're all in their own little formation here. I can see 4 of them. 5th one's not there, folks. Got 3 of them at the front right now. Okay, there's 4 red jerseys. They're all coming back together. Wow, this is going to be an absolute nuts obliteration at the end here. Still got numbers. We see another outgoing rider just on the left-hand side. These 9 is away. The one I'm looking for, I think Albert's just falling back now, but in competition. Less than 3 kilometers to go. We're at 2.6 kilometers out. I think Albert's just in. Albert will be second to Bruce. Yeah, Albert's 9 seconds back now. I can see that on the leaderboard now. Ooh, this is going to be spectacular. This is going to be spectacular, folks. Someone's trying to go off the front now. Kyle Fry trying to go off the front. Pushing hard, 6 watts a kilo here. Mike countering. Mike Gaveas keeping him honest, moving up now, bringing Dan Zegelar with him. Jonathan Bisson coming too. I think Jonathan is the farthest to the right-hand curb right now. Pretty sure that's Jonathan just coming up on the right-hand curb. Okay, we've got one of the white jersey riders moving to the front. So strong. So a strong group of 9. These guys should be moving pretty quick. Bruce should probably be getting very close to the finish now. He's over a minute down the road. Yeah, he's probably a kilometer out from the finish still. Sebastian Pro here, Kyle Fry. Guys, I think this could go to any one of these riders. Just watching the 9 of these riders and work together, taking turns on the front. Remember, this is 44 and 44 to 55 here. 45 to 54. Oh, let's have a little look. 45 to 54 men. Yeah, Hugh Ioannis is here. Where is he? I just don't. Okay, 7th place right now. So that's the 45 age category mixed in with the 35 to 40, 35 to 44 men's category. So you got a 20 gap here, pretty much, of these riders all hanging strong together. Again, cycling, you kind of get better with age. You can be very, very strong, build up those endurance levels. Case in point, example, Bruce Bird at the he's back just riding a mere 3 watts, but I'm constantly seeing surges of over 500 watts, 28 minutes, 26 seconds, and I can tell he's coming to shoot right now. The graffiti buildings there, graffiti. We're gonna call that graffiti land right there. Straight ahead of him, if you look at the mini map, you can see the roundabout, the cul-de-sac at the end. Bruce Bird, champion in this class and first place overall, and kind of made a show of it, didn't he? Showed his presence, went from the start and walked away, and emotes at the finish, gets the a la WWF from the good old days. I love the floss. Next group's coming in, and they're going to be coming in. Let's keep an eye out for graffiti land. You can see it here right now on the wall on the right hand side. Guys, let's just wish everyone good luck and watch the sprint go. Someone's going early, folks. Someone is off the front. White jersey rider going off the front right away. Maybe has a 3 meter gap and fast, though, folks. They are coming fast. Jamie Dumper moving up right now. Is being passed by Hugh Ioannis. Dan Zagalar. So Dan Zagalar's just moved ahead of Hugh Ioannis here. Second place, Dan Zagalar. Repeat champion though, folks. Red jersey. And then Hugh Ioannis comes in. Hugh Ioannis is in the 44 class. So I think that means he wins that class. Yes, I think that's what that is, folks. So we got Bruce 564. He's got it. Then we had Dan Zagalar, who is in the 35 to 44 men. And then in 35 to 54 men, I just saw Hugh come in 3rd place overall. Just taking a look at the leaderboard here, that's what it looks like to me currently. Albert Chan coming in next. So Albert actually is going to finish 2nd overall category. Great stuff, Albert. Really appreciate you reaching out to me several times, messaging me, giving me a bit of background about yourself. Albert Chan right there, folks. Okay, we get our board there. Let's just make sure that... Okay, so I think my camera's off there now. Okay, so yeah, okay, makes sense. I see what we're doing. I wanted to make sure I wasn't covering the leaderboard up. Jacques Rusinik coming in next here. Jacques is in the 55 to 64 class. Here he is here, yeah, 55 to 64 class. And looks like he's coming into the finishing chute right away. Wall over on the right hand side. Takes the left hand bend into the long straightaway. We'll call this the runway. You can see riders that are finished coming out now. Starting pens just over on the right hand side there. Under the lights, little pergola lights that we got going on here. Finishing with Jacques Rusinik. He will be, I think he'll be the 12th finish. Got, yeah, it shows 11 on the leaderboard right now. Yeah, really good sprint finish there, guys. So here comes Jacques into the finish. Coming up next, only 11 seconds back, will be Ben Nickerson. Ben is... Ooh, what class is Ben? Is he in the 35? Oh, Ben, the 45 to 54, I believe. Think so. 45 to 54 men, Ben Nickerson. So we'll get all the standings figured out at the end here, folks. Trying to remember all these jersey colors is just... We'll get there. We will get there, folks. So it looks like Peter Smith has finished as well. We got about a minute gap back to Bertrand here. Rudolph Bertrand in the same category, 45 to 54-year-old men. Take a look at Rudolph here from Ladoux, Quebec. His primary focus is esports, so he's mostly just an esports rider. Interesting. That's what I consider myself now. And rides the same trainer as me, Tacx Neo 2T. So Rudolph's coming in. Should be 8th overall. We got Peter ahead of him, Ben Nickerson, Jojo Rusinik, Albert Chan. So Rudolph is coming in down the runway here. Straight. Brian Vandengrend, 1 minute further back. Mitch Bauer, Willie. Let's get some. We need some camera footage on Willie because he will be in this class. So here's Brian coming in. Brian Vendegrens right with Mitch Bauer too, folks. These two riders together, they got to go. Graffiti Land is on the right-hand side. They're going to see the run. Two different ages here, but these guys are going to race. Brian pushing 4 watts. Looks like Rudolph's really the power here. Saw some 0 watts. I'm not sure if he had a little bit of a disconnect there with Mitch. Okay, so Rudolph's power. Oh, sorry, that's Brian's power. I was looking at the wrong rider. So it's Brian and Matt, folks. 3 watts per kilo at the finish. Shoulder to shoulder. Brian just head here. Mitch Bauer. Oh, looks like Mitch is going to counter out to 6 watts a kilo. He's going for trying to react to this. I think Mitch has just enough gap here. 7 watts a kilo. Stays away. Plays entirely different age categories. Our racers, folks. It's all about the race. Okay, so let's bounce back to Willie here. He'll be in a yellow jersey. Awesome stuff. Willie is provincial champion in Alberta in his age category. Killing it out here, folks. Riding all the time. Sent me a bunch of good info from last little while. I think he's a very active cyclist. Let's have a little look at Willie here. Spreadsheet. 65 plus men. And yep, 2024 provincial champion, 65 plus category. So Willie had to do last year. His primary interest is roads. That's mine too, Willie. 69 years old. Out here competing with these young guns, folks. Don't forget tomorrow, everyone. We still have 2 riders left here. We got Willie Van 7 and Lee Zavaris from the Spin YouTube channel. Go check it out, guys. We'll be back for Elites tomorrow. I'm going to have a little look at the video. Hopefully we've dealt with the clipping issues. And yeah, so guys, if you're seeing anything with the video, we're going to try to tweak it up for tomorrow. I think we're at 720p right now, but also depends what your settings are at home. If settings at auto and that's all your internet can handle at the time, it might display the video to you at 480p. I know with a lot of videos, okay, maybe this won't because I didn't do it myself, but I'm at 299 videos on my YouTube channel. It just seemed like I hit 200. Willie Band 7 coming into the folks. What will be number 300? I should just do a solo ride by myself. Ride really slow. So I'm going to have my 300th video come up here right away. Willie coming in next. I guess what I'm trying to say here too, folks, is when I upload my videos, SD first. YouTube doesn't do HD right away. It has to process. And sometimes you can see Willie finish here with a nice sprint, 4.5 watts per kilo. Great job, Willie. Dude, still giving her. Riding strong. And let's see Lee back here. Where's Lee? Back to Lee Zavaris. Looks like he's just under 19 kilometers here. Got a little bit to go. Lee is from Nanaimo, British Columbia, so he lives on that big island off the west coast of Canada. You guys all know where it is. It's funny, I talk to certain people, I'm like, oh yeah, on the west coast, off that Vancouver Island. People are like, what island? I'm like, oh, huh? What? That huge island? So Lee lives about halfway up the east side of Vancouver Island. Beautiful part of the world. My mom's in Victoria. Real estate is so pricey in that part of the world because everyone wants to be there. Very mild winters, really snow to speak of. Although they just got snow a few days ago, my mom's crying about it, but the same day it rains. So I'm like, oh, come on. As we're dealing with highs 5 Celsius, I just can't. I can't do it. I've had snow now since late October, I think. It's been pretty mild, although February has been deadly on us. Like, it's been so cold and it just keeps going. I think our far in February was -9 Celsius yesterday, but there's been days of late January it was like high of -26, things like that. Thankfully, not brutally cold. None of this -40 stuff, and I don't think we're going to see it now. I think we hit overnight low of -32 one night. It's the -40 for a week straight that really gets to me living in Canada. So we're with Lee Zavarese here. I'll probably spend the afternoon with some of the spin cam on YouTube today. I should be riding my bike, but I'm not sure if I will now. I've been up way too long, folks. So we'll be back to do the elites tomorrow. There will be a second stream link for that. I will go back and review the video and see what we can improve, see if we need to fix the sound up a little bit. We're definitely the stream settings for the video quality. So I work at 720. If you're lagging at home at all, you won't get 720. You'll get 480. If you were to watch this video later today, you're going to get all 720 because you're not streaming it anymore. It's going to be there sitting as a 720 video. If this video was uploaded in HD as well, later on today, you're going to get the HD version of it. That's how it works. Sometimes when I do my own standalone videos that I'm streaming, at first, it's trying to crack the YouTube algorithm is virtually impossible. It's like black box technology. No one knows. Basically, upload it because guys are saying, here's looking at Lee again, looking good here, decked out in the white jersey. And yeah, so basically don't upload it in SD. Wait till he uploads fully, which could take 12 hours. It's up to YouTube. The size of the video. Remember, a lot of my videos I upload are 20 gigs. So it takes a while. Then from private to public. Sometimes people see that they're not HD and they walk away. So it's just a little learn about YouTube. And remember, I've learned a little bit. I'm at video 299, folks, and a good bit is all race commentary. So if you want to watch some races, there's all sorts of stuff on there, folks. Not to be too promotional with my channel, about Canadian Championships here, but you're going to find a ton of good racing there. He's on the runway. At the end, he's already past Feedy Land. Through past the start pen on the side there. And here we go to an overhead shot of him as he's coming into the finish now. Still riding nicely. Digs hard at the end here. Lee puts in a mass sprint at the finish, folks. I think I saw 4 watts there. Did you guys see that? I saw 1,400 watts there. So, Lee, you had the strongest sprint at the finish. That's all. There have been other ones, but that's the biggest one I saw. That's awesome. Good job. I just want to have a quick look at some. So Lee is in the 45 to 54 men. Yep, there he is. 54 men. Puts in a huge sprint at the finish. Love it. Yeah, Lee is 47 years old from Nanaimo, BC. Just like I thought. A lot of BC riders here. Okay, here, folks. Here's the final. Look at Bruce's average power. For 28 minutes, 57 seconds, he rode an average 433 watts. Like, that's kind of like world class riding. That's like a fellow Canadian here. So followed everything I know about all your race stuff. I course with you a few times. Other platforms. You raced in some events on another platform that I put on. So nice to see you here. Great job. Great win. Zegalar, winner in his class. Returning champion, defends it. 4.7 watts per kilo people. And about, he finished in 29.40. So what is he? 43 seconds behind Bruce. Average 321 watts. Hugh Ioannis. Hugh, good to see you, dude. Averaged 307 watts the whole way, 4.3 watts per kilo in 29.40. So Dan Zegalar and Hugh Ioannis virtually finished, almost the photo finish. Let's go through the red jerseys here. So no, that's 35 to 44. And in first, we're gonna have Russell Payne second. Russell, 303 watts for almost 30 minutes. Awesome efforts. I just lost track there. Dan Zegalar, then I think it's Russell Payne in second. Mike Gaveas will finish third in this class, 35 to 44, 333 watts, 4.4 watts per kilo. Kyle Fry will be next, 328 watts at almost 5 watts a kilo. Jonathan Basson was just at the back end to sprint together. But guys, if you look at the finishing, look at this. Jonathan Basson at 29.42. Dan Zegalar finished at 29.40. So there was a 2 gap between those 9 rounds. Second place in the 55 plus, 55-64 would be 330 watts. Strong effort, Albert. 4 watts a kilo for half an hour. No chance I can do that. Absolutely zero chance. Third place would be Jacques Jojo Rusinik, former sailor, now esports rider, folks. Strong rider, 4.2 water. And I know Jojo was saying too that he's not in his best condition. Dude, you're killing it. Loving it. Okay, let's see the white jersey. Scroll back up for a second here, Riley. You get a chance. Okay, perfect. Thanks, dude. So first place white would be Hugh Ioannis. Met Hugh through Echelon, 307 watts per kilo. So 107 watts average, 4.3 watts per kilo for almost half an hour, guys. 29. Again, look at the times between second and 10th place. 2 seconds. Second in that category, Greg Boyo. Trying with that name, a little bit hard. 4.4 watts. Jamie Dumper, seen this guy all over Echelon Racing. 4.4 watts a kilo for half an hour. First, second, third. Fourth place will be Sebastian Perot. Again, 4.5 watts. That front 9, there really wasn't much separating them, was there? I mean, those guys look like they could ride with each other any day of the week. There's 2 separate categories. Okay, so that's fourth place. Can we scroll down a little bit and try to see who's in that age category in the white jerseys? We should have a few more out there. Yeah, so we got Sebastian Perot. Ben Nickerson there looking good. 4 watts a kilo, folks. You know, I'd like to think that I could compete here, but I wouldn't stand a chance. Ben Nickerson. Then we got Rudolph Brand. Again, 4.2 watts a kilo. Rudolph's kind of a lighter rider. Okay, interesting to see that. 255 watts average. Brian Vandengren, 279 watts. Finishing just at 4 minutes and 15 seconds. And then round out that category of 45 to 54-year-old men, we got Lee Zavaris from the Spincast YouTube channel, averaging 223 watts, finishing in just under 4 minutes. We've talked about Willie Van Sevenant. He is champion in his category, 65 plus. You killed it. Let's quickly the black-blue jerseys, the Bruce Bird Club. We can do that. Thank you, Riley. So, Bruce Bird, race winner, dominant performance, 5.6 watts a kilo, first place. Guys, this is the 55 plus class. This is what you're talking about as a cyclist where you can look to. It's not like you're done when you're 35. You just get stronger. Look at this dude. Second place will be Albert. And I think Albert would have finished in 11th. Let's see how good my memory is. Boom, right there, folks. Albert Chan in 11th place, 3.9 watts a kilo, 330 watts, just over minutes. He was that rider that just fell out of that chasing group of 9, maybe a kilometer and a half from the finish. Place in this category, Jacques Jojo Rusnak, 4.2 watts per kilo. Fourth place will be Peter Smith, again at 4.1 watts per kilo. Fifth place, Mitch Bauer. And I think we might still have a few more. Or is that it? That will be it. 5 riders there. It's Mitch Bauer. Congratulations, guys. What an awesome performance. These were hammering it today. Chatting for a bit. Okay, the chat's pretty quiet. Awesome stuff, guys. Hope you guys like this today. We reading to myself here. We're going to do some tweaks later today, which means me and Ross are going to do another phone conversation and talk about what we're going to tweak. We got the elites coming tomorrow. So let's take a look at that. Why don't we do a quick preview of that, folks? Let's see if I can find the elites here. I'm going to look. Where are my elites? Okay, elite men. Let's talk about this. Thomas Thrall, say more. That name alone, you should know that name. Yeah, defending champion. Benjamin Francis Cayote, French name, that's hard. Jean-Michel Lechon's name too. And there might be a 5th rider. I know his name's highlighted here. I wasn't sure if he actually qualified, is what I was told. But so not a huge class, but what they've done there is they've mixed in the junior men into the elite men. So what's really cool about that is it gives the junior men, the under men, a chance to rub shoulder with the elites. I think that's going to be cool to see. And then for the ladies, Dominique Charlebois, yeah, we know that name. Tiffany Penner. Tiffany was at the, I think she finished 17th place. This is all men. So, but she went to the Esports Championships over in Abu Dhabi. I think 17th overall in that. Super strong righty. Rounding out the field is Michelle. It's going to be a barn burner tomorrow, folks. You know what it's actually going to be? It's going to be a dong dandy. That's one of my favorites. These riders, I really appreciate you having me along here with me. Me and Riley appreciate your support. We're going to tweak some stuff, and we'll see you all again tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and stay on your bike, folks. We'll see you again real soon.